Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Brittany, and on this channel, we've recently started kind of a new venture where we are reselling clothing that we are finding at thrift stores on sites like Poshmark, Depop, eBay for a profit. And last time on this channel, I had done kind of a thrift haul, a little bit about how much money I had made recently. And then I asked you to comment whether you liked the thrift stuff or you wanted to stick with more of the plant stuff. And quite a few of you said that you were liking thrifting. So today is just going to be a thrifting video. Next one will be just a plant video. So let's get into it. I did go to the thrift store yesterday, and so I'm going to show you what I got. I did spend $82.95 at the thrift store, and I got some really fun things. And then at the end of the video, we're going to go through March, how much I sold, how much I made, some really good sales, maybe a little bit of some downsides, some bad sales. So if you are into thrifting and into making money, stick around and let's get into the haul. Okay, so before we get into it, I did mention last time that I'm pretty lucky where I'm at. I'm in Wyoming and our thrift store prices are still relatively low. For the most part, the majority of clothing is $375. Some bigger jackets will be closer to $450. Shoes, they kind of price dependent on what it is. So maybe $6, $8. And then there are pieces that are $750, like sets. I did get one of my kiddos a pajama set. It was new with tags, satin, and that was $750. So let's get into it. First things first, I never ever pick up kids' clothes, but when I saw this, I was like, it is so cute. Somebody needs to have this. It is this little Patagonia 5T floral. It's called the Baby Basher jacket, and it's hooded. How stinking cute is that? And then I did get two Orvis men's pieces. These things are like brand new, never been worn. This is the Orvis vest, like the fleece vest. It is a size large, so a great size in this blue. And then another blue Orvis piece. These really remind me of Patagonia, and they seem like they sell pretty well, $30 to $40 on like Poshmark and eBay. This is an Orvis. It's like the T-snap, like the Patagonia one. Quilted, like brand new, beautiful. I thought these were really nice. And then I did get quite a few shorts. I'm kind of trying to stock up on my summer wear. So I got quite a few shorts, quite a few dresses as well. I am saving the best for last, so stick around for that. I found a really, really nice one. It's so beautiful. If it was my size and I had a reason to wear it, I would keep it, but no go on that. So the first thing I found shorts-wise are these Chubbies. They are a size medium, 5.5 inch inseam. They're swim shorts, and they have this really cute little flamingo print on them. I thought these were so nice and in great condition. They've got the mesh on the inside still. Next, I found 3 pairs of J. Crew little shorts. So these ones are like elastic waisted, kind of that florally print in this beautiful royal blue, like board shorts. And then these ones are actually linen, and these are J. Crew factory. They're a little wrinkly, a little linen-y. And they've got these little pom-poms on the bottom. So cute. And all of these were size medium or size 6. So, and then the last one is this really sweet embroidered, scalloped, eyelets. Like, it's got all of the keywords that are just like so dainty and feminine and sweet. J. Crew again. How beautiful. And then I did get this little Athleta skirt. It's like got the shorts underneath here. And it's got that kind of rubber so that the shorts don't ride up. I thought this was really nice. I don't pick up a ton of Athleta, but this I thought was really cute. How cute. And then the last little shorts piece that I found is this Princess Polly size 10, excuse me, it's a size 6, size European 10. Princess Polly little skirt. And I just thought this was adorable. It's not like too short. I think this might do really well on Depop, but I just thought with the tier and then this little dainty floral pattern, it's like very boho-y, kind of just sweet. And then I did find some new with tags pieces as well. The first being this adorable Vici. This is new without tags actually. It's got the buttons still on the inside, but not the actual tag. But it is Vici, size large blazer, and it's got this really sweet scallop on it. And this pink color, pink is my favorite color, so I am just like gravitating toward this color. I assume everyone else loves it, but I thought this was really nice, new without tags. I did get a pair of cool, KUHL, the women's cool pants. I did have a cool like jacket recently for men, and it sold like same day really quickly. And so I know this is a brand that people are looking for. I have never found women's, but these are just like cargoed work pants in a good size. They are a 14 regular, so I thought that these would be a good pickup. They're in pretty good condition as well for being work pants. Those were nice. And then somebody brought in all of their J. Crew because there was some tops and some sweaters and stuff. I only picked up one top. This really sweet little like summer sweater with this detail on the shoulders. And I picked this one up because it was 100% merino wool and in really nice condition. Like there's no issues like you see with wool. The cut I thought was really cute. And it is a size medium. So a pretty nice size as well. It's like very soft. And then the next thing, I saw this and I'm like, it is so pretty. I wonder what the brand is. And it is this Eyelet White House Black Market, which is a really nice brand, dress. And it's got all this detail, this like crisscross across the chest, the eyelet, it's long sleeve, it came with the belt. And then it's kind of like a above the knee dress. How beautiful. And it is like brand new. I don't think it was ever worn. It does have a slip, and the slip is removable, which I've never seen that before, but that's really nice also. It's a size medium petite and 100% polyester, but I still think that because of the style and all the detail and just the beautiful summery feel of it, that it will sell. I thought that was so, so cute. And then going with that same kind of very flowy kind of summer material, this is just a Zara 100% linen, same thing. It feels brand new. No markings. I mean, white sometimes, you guys, is a little sketchy. You really have to look it over. Oversized. I just thought this was really nice, feels great. And like I said, this is Zara, a size large. So you can't see that. Why am I trying to show you? And then another new with tags. This dress isn't super seasonality right now, but I thought it was really cool. It is Nature by Westbound. New with tags. It's this like velvet, floral, full length, all the way down dress, and it is giving like really good tags. So you could do kind of witchy, kind of gothy, kind of festival, and it's got this like cinching on the waist, and I just thought it was really nice. Like I said, it may not sell right now because it is summer, but it does have the proof of purchase here. It said it retailed for $89. So I thought that was a nice pickup. Somebody will want it at some point, maybe not with the warmer weather coming up though. Another new with tags, I thought this was really cute. It is a size extra small, so not the best size, but it'll still sell. And it is this off the shoulder Lulu's red kind of like mini dress. And like I said, it does have the tags still on, and I've sold quite a few Lulu's dresses and some new with tags Lulu's dresses. People like them. So that's what that looks like. It's this pretty color. It's like a very substantial fabric. It's pretty like hefty, like well made is what it feels like. And then the last one, last but not least, like I said, I think this is probably the best pickup. It is this floor length formal gown, like evening gown, and it's got this kind of like sheer on the front. It's up to the neckline, and then it's got the button on the back and the zipper, and it is by Ralph Lauren. Just like a beautiful dress. It's not super formal, but it's just gorgeous. And it's got a slit, like a nice big slit in it. I'm not showing you well here. And then it's kind of got this cinching on the side too. And so I'll do like a video of it hanging so you can actually see all of this, but it was just hanging there and I was like, that is so stinking pretty. The color's beautiful. Somebody will love this for like a formal event, maybe like a military ball or something like that. I think would be really nice for. So that is a thrift haul from yesterday. Like I said, I did spend $82.95, so I think that these pieces will do really well. I've gotten pretty good about wanting to triple my money, and so I put a lot of things in my cart, and then a lot of it does go back. You know, a lot of the fast fashion things that I'm like, oh, so cute, that's only gonna sell for $15, it goes back. But when you're in it and you're like, oh, that's great, people will love that, and you really kind of think about how much you'll make, there's some really great pieces out there. As you can see, I think that these will all do really well. So that is that for the thrift haul. Let me get my books and I will talk briefly about what March looked like for me. It was pretty good. We're about halfway through April right now, and I think April is going better, but I had some really great sales, and I'm just excited to share it with you guys. Okay, so let's talk about March. So I've got my books here. You guys, I am like a teacher and a teacher at heart. I teach high school, and I just like writing things down and recording things like that. So in my little books, I know you're gonna tell me you need to be doing this on Excel. I will eventually, but not today. In my books, I write down the date that the item sold, what the item was, how much I paid for it, how much it sold for, and then my total net profit after seller fees and cost of goods. So that's kind of how I record, and March looks like that. I'm spilling all my secrets. March, I did sell 61 items in the month of March, so that makes me feel pretty good. An average of 2 items per day. 13 of those were on Depop, 15 were on eBay, and then 32 items sold on Poshmark. So another month where Poshmark was my best platform, and this month was by doubles. So that tells you something. 10 of those items that I sold were mine, so out of my closet or my kids' closet, and then the rest did come from the Goodwill. I exclusively thrift at the Goodwill. We do not have bins where I am. We're in kind of a small town in Wyoming. We don't have Salvation Army or any of those other ones, so we have 2 Goodwills. All of my things come from there, or my closet, or Facebook Marketplace. I've gotten a few things as well. I looked at it, and the majority of the items I said I paid $3.75. I just take my receipt when I get home from the thrift store. I take out everything that I bought for us, and then I just divide everything by the number that I got just to get the average. So $3.75. I have a few on here that were $4 that I paid, and then I did sell a pair of Dansko clogs that I had purchased for $12. So that was pretty early on. I think that was a bad purchase because they didn't sell for a ton. They sold for $30. So I only made like $12 off of those. I mean, $12 is $12, but so let's kind of get into it. At the end of the month, my total net profit after everything was $641. So after I take out my cost of goods, typically $375 an item, and all the seller fees. And so I then also take out an amount for things like my time and my shipping products, my poly mailers and stuff. And then I transfer that amount into my business account, and that sits there. It is does build interest, it's accelerated, and then that is going to be going toward a down payment. So I transferred $580 into that account for March. And the only money that goes into that account is that money that I net earned each month. So if that makes sense, that's kind of like the goal here. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about some of my best sales this month. So I did buy a blazer. It was an Alex Marie blazer, and I will put it right here. And I had purchased this blazer for, I said $4, and then it sold for $51 on eBay. So my net profit was $38. And then I had also purchased, I think actually on the same trip, a Calvin Klein blazer for $4. So it must have been. And that sold for $65 also on eBay. And my net profit after everything was $51. So I'm pretty good. And then I'm just kind of looking through. I did not look ahead. So you're just going on this journey with me. Let's go back here. My average cost of goods is still in the teens. I'm still learning, and I also do not want to just sit with product. So if people make me offers that are lower than maybe I thought I was going to sell it for, I typically accept. If it's like reasonable, I'll accept it because I want to keep inventory moving. I want to keep my sales up so that these platforms are seeing me, and I don't want to be storing clothes that could be in somebody else's closet getting worn. So I do accept low offers quite often. I did also have a Celine shirt. So you guys, Celine is like designer. And really early on, I have to tell you the story because it's crazy. Really early on in my reselling journey, so like 3 months ago, I had found this shirt in the kids section, and I was like, oh, that's cute. Summer's coming up. It would be really cute for like a little baby on vacation, you know, like a little elementary schooler on vacation. So I picked it up, got home, did a little bit of research, learned that Celine is designer and that this was not a child's shirt. It was like a tiny women's shirt. And I mean, this thing was literally like this big. And so I listed it high to kind of see what would happen. And it sat and sat. There was a lot of watchers on it. And I realized that with the size, I'm not gonna get like designer numbers for it. So anyways, I had gotten this shirt because it was marked as a kid's shirt. I got it for $250 and it sold for $40. So my net profit was $34 on eBay. So really not bad. I mean, $34 for a shirt. I always imagine like walking into the thrift store and then them just handing me $34 to take this shirt home with me, you know, is how I visualize it. So that was a good sale as well. And then we had a couple just little randos that were really bad sales. A lot, actually, quite a few. I had gotten a Talbot's cardigan and it was like this purpley color and it was for $375 and then it sold for $9. It was one of those that I was like, just take it. And so my net profit after everything on that cardigan was $2.75. I have not made a sale yet that is considered like I lost money. I had a Nike jacket. It was like a little gray jacket and I bought it for $375. I sold it for $6. And so my cost of goods plus the Poshmark fees ended up being that I like broke even, like $0 made. So that was kind of a bad sale, but I did not lose out on money. So I was okay with it. Like, keep it moving, keep it going. If it's not going to sell and it's just going to sit here forever, then you can have it. I'm giving it to you, donating it forward. Because if it sat forever, let's be real, I would probably just donate it back, because I want room in my inventory for like stuff that's gonna sell. So I'm not mad about it. Like I said, $640 net profited at the end of March. We are now halfway through April, and I have already gotten a net profit of over 400. So I think that we're well on our way to making more money than in March. So I'm excited about that. Like I said, the books, there's just a little breakdown of that, and I am gonna go ahead and show you what that Ralph Lauren dress looks like, do a little bit of listing, so I'll show you what that looks like as well, and then we will be back with a plant video next, and I will keep you updated on how this is going. If you are reselling, let us know. What are some brands that you've been finding lately that have been doing really well? I'll tell you one I always pick up, and it sells like immediately for me, is the Life is Good brand. It doesn't sell for a ton, but it sells really fast, and I'll make 12 to 15 bucks per piece after all is said and done. So what is your brand that you always pick up? It always sells really fast, whether it be a really high earner or something lower like mine. Leave it in the comments. Let's help each other out. Make sure that you like this video and subscribe, because we're just going on this journey together. I cannot wait until the day that we put our down payment on the house. I can give you guys the grand tour, and we can just enjoy the benefits of all this work. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic rest of your day.